guys, it's Anne here, and today's video is my October empties, and I have so much stuff here. I have no idea how I'm going to get through this all. I'm going to count up all of the items because I think this might be the most empties I've ever had all year so far. Like this was the month of finishing all the things, which is pretty exciting, but it means that this video could end up being ridiculously long. So I'm going to try and zip through some stuff that I've talked about in the past, because I do have some repeat things, but there are some key things that I want to hit upon. So I'm going to go through bath stuff, hair care, skin care, I have it already all laid out, makeup, and then just a couple of random items that I wanted to include in this empties. I was going to try and do my no-buy update in this video, but that's going to be a separate video because there's no way I can fit it all in together. So let's just start with some like bath product type stuff. So I finished this really large thing of Rexall Epsom salts. I like getting a nice large one if I can, but I've talked about in the past that I bought the ones from Sage that are really, really nice. And I also finished up this sort of bath soap, which is basically bath salts as well, like Epsom salts. They had a nice little smell. This was, I think, yeah, from Walmart. This was something that was my mom's. I'm just trying to finish it up. I maybe got about 5 uses out of this, and I mixed it with the regular Epsom salts. I have one more of these that I just need to finish up, so that'll probably happen within the next month or so. I finished up the Life Brand Sweet Almond Bubble Bath. So this is the bubble bath I usually buy, basically because it's cheap, and it foams up pretty well. It doesn't have a very strong scent, like none of them do. They're all very gentle, which I don't mind because then it's not too overwhelming. But I've already bought a replacement. I bought a different scent because I usually just kind of rotate between the scents. I don't have a specific favorite, I don't think. Probably one of the reasons why I have a lot of empties this month is because I did a bit of a declutter under my bathroom cupboard. I need to still go through, like I have a shelving unit with a bunch of stuff and I need to go through that, but I did under the sink and there's so much room now, it's amazing. Anyway, this is one thing that I did pull out because I'm pretty much done with it. It's this strip-free hot wax from Parisia. So basically this is like the wax is in like a little metal tin, and then when you heat up the wax, you spread it on with like basically a popsicle stick, and then you rip the wax off, and you can keep reusing the wax. It gets to a point though where it's pretty gross. There's a lot of hair in it. I did use this on my legs. I liked it for my underarms. It works really well, but I have what I call the whippersnapper now. I don't know what the real name is for it. I'll put it on the screen. And it works pretty well. The only thing is, this does work on pretty short hair, whereas that thing, I have to wait till the hair grows a little bit. But anyway, this was just getting really, really gross. I don't know when I bought it. I haven't used it in probably a year now, so it's time to just throw it out. So another item that's sort of bath related is, this is actually a good segue into the hair segment as well. This is the Herbal Essence Naked Cleansing Conditioner. I don't know if that's showing up. Anyway, I'd originally bought this because the whole cleansing conditioner thing, I tried a couple of those what is it? Ren? Yeah, Ren, W-R-E-N, cleansing conditioner shampoos. I don't really like them, but I thought I'd like the concept of it, that I could sort of wash my hair gently, and I don't like washing my hair very often, which leads me to the point of, this is kind of pointless because I don't like washing my hair very often. It had nothing to do with washing my hair with something that was too strong. It was more just the fact of getting my hair wet. I have a lot of hair, it's pretty long. Getting it wet in the wintertime and drying it is such a pain in the butt. I hate being cold, so usually when it's wet, it makes me cold. So what I ended up using this for was shaving my legs, and it was great. It lasted forever because I didn't need a whole lot. It moisturized my legs while I shaved my legs. The sad thing is, I don't know if they sell this anymore. I couldn't find it in the store. I was like, well, maybe I'll just buy this instead of shaving cream, but I couldn't find it. So maybe they do, but they just didn't have it in my local Shoppers Drug Mart. So that segued me nicely into the hair section. So a couple things. I already finished this Marc Anthony Argan Oil. I talked about that, I think, in my last Project Pan update. If not, I'm talking about it now because this was in my Project Pan. So yay, this took way longer to finish, but I finished it. I also finished a Dove Invigorating Dry Shampoo. I liked this so much that I bought another one. I still wanted to buy a Batiste one, but when I went to the store to get dry shampoo, this was on sale again for like $3.99 or $4.99. So I bought it, but word of warning, don't get the unscented one. I thought I would get the unscented one because I don't know, some scents I don't like, so I thought unscented would be good. Unscented still smells. It smells very chemically, and there's a reason why they add scents to these to kind of, I think, mask some of that chemically smell. So anyway, I liked the volumizing one. I'm not sure if it was much different than the invigorating one, but I liked the volumizing one. So if I were to buy any one of them again, I would probably buy the volumizing one, or I'm not sure if there's any others. So I've tried the volumizing, invigorating, and the just regular unscented one, and so far volumizing is the favorite out of all that I've tried. So this was the month of hair samples. I have so many. It's ridiculous. I'm definitely going to be using more too because I have probably about 3 or 4 more samples left. Mostly drugstore, like I have Purple Essence, I think, and a couple John Frieda's. But anyway, I thought this was actually a really good experiment too because I was able to try a bunch of different shampoos and conditioners sort of like all in a row and compare them. So one is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair. I've already talked about this, that I'm not a huge fan of this one. I feel like I'm the only one that doesn't really care for Briogeo. I mean, it's okay, but it doesn't float my boat. Another one that I was kind of sad and a little disappointed was the Moroccan oil. I don't know. I think I had higher expectations. Probably because the packaging is so pretty and it just looks so luxe. Sorry, there's hair all over these. Super gross. I liked it, but I didn't love it. Like, it really didn't do anything for me. Another one I tried that, again, didn't really do anything for me was this Shu Uemura Art of Hair Silk Bloom Restorative Shampoo. I'm sure that'll show up on the screen. This one had a really nice smell, though. So I really like the smell of it, but again, it just was kind of like an ordinary shampoo, and I mean, I didn't look it up, but I bet that's super, super expensive. So one that I did like and I would consider buying is the Verb Ghost Shampoo and Conditioner. I quite liked these. They were pretty lightweight. It even says weightless, color save cleanse. Like, it felt like my hair was clean, it was light on my hair. Yeah, I liked it. It was pretty good. So I would consider buying that. I'd have to look and see how much it is. I definitely liked that more than the volume shampoo from Verb. The volume shampoo from Verb I didn't really care for. Now, the one shampoo and conditioner that I really, really, really liked, and I'm happy and I'm sad all at the same time, is the Living Proof Restore shampoo and conditioner. I really liked this. It was one of those, my hair felt so good. Like, my hair's really gross right now. I'm actually going to be washing it right after I film all this. So one of those times where you touch your hair and you just want to keep touching it. You're just like, oh my god. My hair felt so lightweight but so soft. It was like the weirdest thing. So the shampoo that I really, really like is the Alterna Caviar, which makes my hair feel very, very soft, but it's definitely like a rich shampoo and conditioner. Like, my hair does feel a little more weighed down. I have like medium-ish hair. Like, it's not super thin, not super thick. It's sort of somewhere in the middle. So I feel like the Alterna, you probably wouldn't like if you had really thin hair, but if you have thin hair, you probably would like this. And you'd also probably like this. I think if you had thinner hair, you probably like this because it didn't feel like it weighed my hair down. But yeah, so the reason why I'm so upset, so I was excited that I liked this because this is the first shampoo I think all year that I've tried that I was like, I really like this. Like, it was, which is momentous for me. And then I found out it's basically just as expensive as the Alterna. I was really hoping I found an alternative to the Caviar shampoo, and I found something that's just as comparable. So I'm not sure if I'm going to rush out and buy this. Especially right now, I do have a couple shampoos that I need to finish up, but I feel like probably in the spring sale, the VIP spring sale, I'll probably pick this up. I really liked it. I'm not going to talk about these. I used 3 of them up. They were all fine. Sorry, they're really hard to see because they're white. They're the Innisfree My Real Squeeze Mask. The only thing was the ginseng one really did not like the smell of that one. It was like wet, dirty bark. The smell was just, didn't really, yeah. That was one that was like, okay, ready to take this off my face, and I didn't really want to use the, like I usually keep the essence to use it, and I didn't really want to do that. I finished 2 of the 4 items in my Laneige skincare kit that I got like way back in June, so get real close here. So this is the water sleeping mask, and this is the moisture, what do they call it? Just moisture cream. This was fine. I don't know if I would buy this again, but I definitely liked the water sleeping mask. It was nice and light, and it felt really nice, and the next day my skin felt really nice. So this is something I would definitely consider buying in the future. I'm probably not going to rush out and buy it right away because I do have some other products in mind that I want to buy, but I definitely would pick that up again for sure. And I'm keeping both of these containers because they're perfect for like travel and stuff. Another thing I finished, I started going back to using the New Face. So this is the gel primer stuff that goes with it, which is way too ass expensive. And this is the hydrating leave-on formula. I don't like it. I don't like leaving it on my face. It feels sticky and thick and goopy. Maybe if you have very mature skin, this might feel really nice on, but I don't know. I just don't like the way this feels on my face. So I did buy something else because this is finished, obviously, and I needed to buy something else. And I'm going to talk about that in my no-buy video because, yes, I obviously bought replacement stuff. Pros and cons to what I bought. We'll talk about that in another video. So I had another out of the park hit and made me excited and sad all at the same time. So I got this, I don't know, it must have been a free sample. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Ultra Gentle Daily Peel, and this is in the sensitive version of it. Let's see that. There's a step 1 and a step 2. I use this on like a Saturday night. Yeah, big exciting Saturday night. And then the next morning, I go to the gym on Sunday morning. So I just get up, wash my face, and go to the gym. And I got up and I looked at my face in the mirror and I was like, wow, my skin looks really good. And like I kept kind of touching it and I'm like, oh my god, it feels really good too. And then when I was at the gym, and of course, like, you know, you have to check yourself in the mirror to make sure I check myself in the mirror to make sure that my posture is correct and I'm doing stuff properly. And I kept like catching my face. I'm like, oh my god, my skin looks lovely. So when I got home, I'm like, I need to find out like what more about this product. It's $110. Why? So they do have a smaller kit of like 5 that's around $22 Canadian. So I have that in my cart right now to purchase. I definitely think I want to purchase because this was like a game changer. I'm wondering if this is very similar to the baby facial from Drunk Elephant, which I'm not sure you can get the baby facial in Canada. I tried looking it up online the other day and I couldn't find it. I know they don't sell it in the UK, so I'm curious to see if they are similar ingredients or a similar effect, because I think I kind of like the idea of the baby facial more than sort of like wasting pads, but this is what I can access. And again, I'm going to try the other kit that's like 5, and the other one is not, the only thing is it's not the gentle, it's not the sensitive skin one, it's just like a regular, but I'm going to try it and see if that really was, I'm pretty sure this is what it was because it was so dramatic. But I'm going to, try the little 5 kit and see if I really do see a difference. Let's go on to makeup. Lots of sample things here and full-size things. So just whipping through some samples. I tried a Clinique Stay Matte oil-free makeup. Just one of those like little card things. I didn't really care for this, but I think it's because it's like matte, and I really don't care for a matte foundation anymore. And I felt about the same about the Beyond Perfecting Concealer. I tried moderately fair and very fair, and it was fine, but it was nothing special. I mean, I'd have to try it more to really see if I liked it. Like, it says it's waterproof, transfer resistant. I didn't get a chance to test that. I mean, I got like 1 use out of this, so it wasn't enough to test that. The one thing that I did really like, again, so crazy, is this Kevyn Aucoin, the Celestial Skin Liquid Lighting, and this is in the Candlelight shade, so they gave it like a little sample like this. But this little sample lasted a really long time. Like I was able to use this for probably a week or so. And what I was doing with this was mixing it in with my foundation. And it just looked so beautiful. And I liked the texture of this. It wasn't as, most of like the illuminating things I've used are very watery, and I feel like it changes the consistency of the foundation, whereas this had a bit more viscosity. Am I getting sciencey? Is that the word? So it didn't really dilute the foundation. It mixed really well with my foundations. And yeah, it just looked really, really pretty on the skin. It's way too expensive, so I'll never buy it. Well, I shouldn't say never say never. But I don't intend on buying this anytime soon. But if I were gifted it, or if it just magically appeared on my doorstep one day, I would not be mad. Another sample that was kind of stupid was this Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. I think it was in the shade Exposed. Yeah, it was like this weird paper thin thing. And yeah, I probably got maybe 3 uses out of it, 3 uses out of it. The shade just seemed very similar to the Party shade. Like I tried to swatch them next to each other and I couldn't even really see much of a difference. So I guess if you really like the Party shade, I'm not sure if that's a permanent shade, but if you really like it, you will probably like Exposed. So I have 2 foundations that I finished. They look super gross because I cut them open to scrape out the remaining pieces, but one is the It Cosmetics CC Cream in Light, and one is the BB Plus Blur Garnier in Light, and I don't think they sell this anymore. Like they sell this product, but it's been like reformulated and repackaged, and it's expensive in Canada. Like at full cost, it's anywhere between $20 and $25. I have no idea why it's so expensive for a drugstore BB cream. I mean, you do get, oh, you don't get 40 milliliters, which is like just over an ounce. Because I think 30 milliliters is an ounce. Anyway, this was one of those things that grew on me. I definitely would consider purchasing this again in the future if I found it on sale. And if you're looking for some light coverage, just something to sort of smooth everything out, this is a really good product. Again, it felt a bit funny at first because it had a bit of a silicone feel, and I didn't like that when I was first using it. The more I used it, the more I got used to it. And I do really like this, and I would buy it again. I'm surprised at the coverage of this. It's a much higher coverage than I had expected for a CC cream. I have no idea if they've changed this shade range on this, because this shade Light is so weird. It's like a little too dark for me in the winter, but it's too light for me in the summer. It's kind of too pinky. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the shade. I feel like if I had the fair shade, I could probably mix the fair with the light and probably get a good shade. And I feel like they don't make an in-between shade because they know people are doing that. So you buy 2. I don't know. That's my conspiracy theory on that one. And just to show, I scraped them out and put them in these 2 little containers. I put the little labels on the top. So I need to wash these out and I'll take those labels off. These were from the dollar store in the craft section. They're for like paints. So handy little tip there. Crafts in the dollar store, you can find little pots and little things to put creams in. Like, and this is a good size for travel too. So like if you have a eye cream or something that you really like, but you don't want to take like the whole thing, this works. Anyway, little tip there. And this is a sad finish. This is the Professional from Benefit. I really like this. I keep buying these little mini ones because they're cheaper. Like cheaper as in total cost. Like I don't know how much the full size is because I've never bought the full size, but I feel like it's expensive. I feel like there's a reason why I never buy the full size. I probably could have cut this open, but I gave it a pretty good squeeze and there's really nothing left in it. So I will definitely purchase this though. I have a lot of texture. If you watch any of my videos where I'm doing like close-ups, I have a lot of texture right here. Like I just have really, really oily skin, so my pores are very, very large right here. I would love to do something about that. I don't know what I could do about it. I'm looking at some things, but in the meantime, this to me works really, really well. I know not everybody loves it. I know there's some people this does make them break out, so that's something to be aware of. I have normal skin. It's not oily anymore, so there's that to consider as well. I talked about this in my lip project pan update. This is the little pixie lip thing that I was finishing up. It's done. So if I take out the wand, you can see like picture it. I'm done with it. I scraped out as much as I could. There's really nothing left. Like if I use the wand, it's just like the like fuzzy bit of the wand. You don't really get any product anymore, and it's kind of gross. So we're done with that. A couple of things I'm sad yet happy about. I'm pretty happy that this is done. I show a swatch of this in my, it'll probably come up after this video. I did a makeup basket thing, and I swatched this with a Zero that I bought later. Like, it's still old, but it's not as old as this. And you see how dried out this is. And this is Perversion, and it's supposed to be like super black and super rich, and it used to be, but I don't know if you can see how separated the pencil is. Like the colored part of the pencil compared to the wood is so separated that, like, I pulled this out the other day because I was going to use it, and it's like, oh, I guess we're not going to put that on my eyeball because it will scratch the heck out of it. And I did that video a little while ago, it's been quite a while ago, with the 6 Essence mascaras. So this is one of them that it's just pretty much dried out. This is the False Lashes one. When I was pulling it out, like, little chunks of dried mascara bits started falling out and actually making a mess. So this is done. I wouldn't buy this one again. It wasn't my favorite. If you really want to see what my favorite was, you can watch that video. Now on to some random things. I have a perfume here, the Bergamot Soleil from Atelier Cologne. I thought I put this in my last video, so it might have been in my last Empties video. But anyway, just these little samples. It was okay. I wouldn't really buy it. I have 2 J'adore, the Dior J'adore. So this is a little packaging for that. There we go. Adam J'adore. It's too much like a, I don't know. So I was looking at the little card, and it says a unique, rich, and generous bouquet of flowers. Well, that should have been a signal for me. I don't really like flowery perfumes very much. And it says, I can't read all of this, but it has rose in there, rose and jasmine. And I don't like rose and jasmine. So I would never buy that. And then the last perfume sample that I finished up is this one from Giorgio Armani. It's the C one, SI. This was a strange one. When I first sprayed it on, I was like, oh, there's that old lady smell. Kind of like J'adore. And then as I wore it throughout the day with my body chemistry, I actually really liked this. Would I buy it? Probably not, because it's still not my favorite kind of scent. But I don't know. Maybe. I would need to try probably another sample to see if, like, is this just a one-off? Like, was this sample just a one-off, or does this actually, like, work pretty good with my body chemistry? I want to look up what the notes are too. I'm just pretty curious to see what it is. It could be floral. Like, I'm surprised every once in a while where there's like a perfume or something that I really like, and then I find out it's floral, and I'm like, well, I had no idea. Anyway, yeah, that was an interesting one, because it was definitely, when people say how different perfumes react different to people's body chemistry, I really saw that effect with this one. So this is the Julep Tada Quick Dry Drop. So you use this little oil on your nails to, it's kind of like a little coating. It's like a little oil coating. I need to look it up and find out what this is actually made of, because I feel like if you just put like a drop of oil on your nails, like cuticle oil or something, it might actually work as well. I don't know. Maybe that's a hack I need to figure out, because this did work. I did like it. It helped sort of protect, because I always like bang my finger onto something because I'm an idiot. My nails look terrible right now because I did that. I thought they were dry. They were not dry. So anyway, I can't get that last little bit out. It's sort of like the dropper doesn't reach it, and it was getting messy to try and like pour it out. So that's finished. I won't repurchase this just because Julep is not accessible in Canada. I'd have to go to their website, and the stuff on their website is expensive. I used to have the monthly subscription box, and that's how I ended up getting this. I don't want to do that again, because that's how I ended up with a shit ton of nail polishes. So if I saw this in the store, though, like if this was in like a drugstore here, I would buy it. This is a random thing. It's one of those like pocket back from Bath and Body Works, and it's the Llamacorns. I bought it because it was super cute. It had a, oops, it had a little llama on it. Are you gonna focus on the llama? Focus on the llama. Sorry, it's white, so the light is not liking it. I want to focus on my face. This smells like In Canada, they're called rockets. In the States, I think they're called Smarties. So when I didn't smell this before I bought it, I make this mistake every time I buy something because it's super cute. Oh yeah, that was dumb, but I used it up anyway. Because yeah, that sweet smell, it was like, oh, that was way too much for me. Maybe if I was like 12, I would have liked that. So this was a fun thing I found. This was a witch hazel that was under my cupboard. I told you I cleaned it out at the beginning of this video. And the expiry date on it is October 2014. So yeah, pretty much full, half full, and I'm just gonna throw that out. And then my last random thing, I see people include this, and I like when people include these, and it's one of the candles from Bath and Body Works. This is Surf's Up Coconut Bay. I don't know if it was, sorry, there's a hair. Oh my goodness, disgusting. Oh my god, I love coconut and I love vanilla. So if, I don't know if this is like it was a limited edition because it's called Surf's Up, but they always have coconut ones. I already have another coconut one. I would definitely repurchase this one because I love coconut. I kind of want to start singing. I want a lovely bunch of coconuts. I don't know if that is that a song? It's a song. I think it's a song. Holy mother, that was a lot of items. I'm exhausted. I need to go have a shower and wash my hair. So yeah, that was it. That was my October empties. I told you it was a lot, and I do have a bunch of stuff that's like almost finished, but I have maybe like a week left on them. But I have so much stuff in this month that I'm like, no, I need to save some things for next month. A couple of those items are project pan items, so pretty excited with that. I'm going to do a project pan probably in November, and it'll be my second last update before I do a final update end of year. So yeah, I definitely have a few things that I know for sure that will be in November's empties that I'm pretty excited to talk about. So I hope you like that video and all that crap. I'm so ready to throw this stuff either in the recycling or the garbage and be done with it because it was literally overflowing. It did not fit in my little box. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you sometime soon.